Hello everybody, I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night, and let's get started. As you guys noticed, today the format of this video is going to be different because we have a lot of things to talk about in a small period of time, and yeah, so I'm trying to break this down in the most simple way as possible, okay? So here we have Dow Jones, Bitcoin, XRP, and Ethereum. The ones that we care right now are Dow Jones, Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum. It is just a reference for some altcoins. Okay, so it is not as important as XRP, for example. First thing, Dow Jones, our target is still in play. Soon we are going to head to the final target, as you guys remember, that I shared not too long ago. And everything starts with the United States, the Dow Jones. That's what matters. Okay, so we talked about this before. It's not news. So Dow Jones is developing in a way that soon, but not today, we are going to have bullish continuation. We can figure out maybe or get as close as possible for time when this can happen. Yes, and I don't want to disappoint you guys, but I want you guys to think about it and consider it because it is possible. I'm not saying it is going to happen right now because we don't know. So at the moment we have more evidence, I am going to tell you, okay? So by the development we can see on Dow Jones, for example, it is fair to say that maybe, okay, so for now, this is a opinion based on what we have. We are going to read what's reading. That maybe this can unfold in March. And if this is true, a lot of the things that we were considering before will change. So we were expecting to have a run as soon as possible. And then we would be resting, so the market will rest in March or maybe late March. We do know, this is not opinion, it's a matter of fact, that the markets behave in a corrective way around April and May, August and September. So this is the standard, okay? So this we do know, it is a fact. So, okay, so we have this in mind, and if we are to count the structure length and waves and pivots and so on and on and on, right now we would be at 33, not 33, sorry, it would be 16 plus 16. We will have a 32 plus another 16, which would be 52%. Yes, if I'm not wrong. So 52% development, which means we would be right ahead the midway. So what does it mean? In time, that we are only 50% close to the event, to the big one, if my reading is correct at this moment. Again, we don't have a clear picture, because if we had, I would be very, very comfortable to make a call right now, and I would make it because I'm not afraid to do what I'm doing, right? So we have been way more accurate than the times we have been wrong. So my win ratio, as I shared with you guys before, it's close to 75%. So one in four calls, it is going to be wrong. That's completely normal and healthy. So in the next week, maybe it can start on this weekend or on the opening tomorrow, right? Monday, the market opening, that we can go down. And if this is true and we are right, then the scenario March, we get more closer to it. So that the idea will be validated, okay? So the first chart here on the left, okay? We can see the development right here. So we have the first set of pivots, which is bullish. Okay, this one, it's not set, it's young, so we can count it on this moment. We can consider, but not make a validation. Another very, very interesting thing here that you guys are going to enjoy, I'm 100% sure about it. So do you guys remember the Bitcoin drama? People had called the Head and Shoulders. We talked about it, that we had a issue here that maybe we could have multiple shoulders. And this is a problem because it's not clear. And then we had again another one, and another problem. And then this movement right here invalidated what people called the Head and Shoulders. I told you guys, I didn't believe it, that it was in fact a Head and Shoulders. Also, we in the Champions Club, we have private tools that we use, tools that I developed. And there is one specific that we see that the behavior, the whole behavior, wasn't bearish at all. Wasn't. Even with that Head and Shoulders. And we saw this many times over and over again, that Bitcoin printed a bearish structure and broke bullish. What we can learn from this? So according to literature and the playbook, everybody can look at the Head and Shoulders and call the outcome. So for example, Bitcoin Head and Shoulders here, the outcome could be as close to 77,000 minus the deviation would be 80, 81, 82 the outcome for the Head and Shoulders. So what people rushed to say that Bitcoin had a Head and Shoulders and would break bearish, which wasn't bearish at all. Even if it was a Head and Shoulders, broke, would come back up. Okay, so the market knows how people are going to evaluate the situation and make moves in advance. So that's how it works. It is what it is. And that's exactly how it unfolded. But now the thing that I want you guys to see. Years ago, I said that the crypto market mechanics had changed from speculation only, players making the moves, to then start to follow the US economy, Dow Jones, XPX, and NASDAQ, and so on and on and on. And Dow Jones developed something that was close to a Head and Shoulders as well. It is not going to be always clear in an index, okay? So you have to have a double sight, okay? One for the things that you can see, and the second one that this has a different rule from other markets and assets, okay? And so Bitcoin did the same. So let's say it was the same, okay? Here we can see what could be the right shoulder. Bang. Second set of pivots. And right now Bitcoin is going to develop the second set of pivots. So we are talking about these factors in order, okay? But we will have to go back to Bitcoin as we start right now on XRP. So we talked about, and I explained to you guys what we had on XRP, which first, the phone, folks, just a second, folks. I'm back. I had to answer the call. So XRP, we had a bull flag. That broke in a weird way. We went down, then we went up, and then we had what? Something that we could consider as a tightening pattern. Okay, so remember, first the bull flag, okay, which faded. Now we have what could be a tightening pattern. This is fantastic, because I told you guys not too long ago that when one person really knows how Elliott waves works, they don't draw lines in the blue in the future, they don't make the zigzag, Elliott waves is simple. It's very simple. Okay. But yeah, so in almost all my videos, I use it and I talk about it, and you guys never saw a single zigzag line, a single one. Okay. So let's go. Okay, here, 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 and here. So one could look at it and say, well, this is fantastic. It's 100% bullish. We are going to go up. In my opinion, right now, that's probably, I'm not 100% sure. I'm like 90, 95%. That right now people are making the same mistake they made on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin had a bearish phase, they made a bearish call. XRP, Ethereum, many other things still have a bullish phase right now. But the question is the market ready right now? I don't think so. So we had the news about the Strategic Reserve Fund on the United States, ETF news all over, applications, and all of it wasn't enough to make the market move. This, for me, was a big no at this moment. Short-term behavior was a big no, okay? And it is not something that I'm concerned. We do know the direction, but what I want to know is when it is going to happen, for one reason only. Okay, so if you are an investor, so this is not a financial advice, you guys know the drill. For an investor, you're not concerned about this. You are in it for the long run, okay, the big prize. But for those who are trading, or those who make a mistake to sell their XRP and now they're in conflict, where I can buy, it is going to go down, I will have a chance, I'm not going to have a chance, what I can do. And this is a place that nobody wants to be. It's completely awful, it's disgusting, it creates stress, psychological damage, and it is completely awful. Okay, so we are not in this situation, so we are in peace, we are completely okay. And I'm breaking this down to you right now. Why? Because I'm trading again, but not like before. In 2019, in 2020, it was crazy. But right now, I'm taking a more soft approach. Okay, so I'm building capital again because the side capital that I could invest, I invested in XDC, and right now I am 5x. If I'm not wrong, 5x, 6x ahead. So amazing profits. So back to XRP. This structure right here could be read as a bullish triangle. Yes. So let's take a look at it. So one could just draw the triangle like Main already did. And I'm talking about this in the Champions Club. Some would call this as a pennant or a bullish triangle or whatever they want to call it. This draw is gross. Okay, I saw that Carl Moon did this and said that XRP would break bullish. So this is fundamentally 100% wrong. Okay, so when people draw gross lines, they are leaving, they are not considering many aspects of the behavior, the structure, the pivots, essentials, even Elliott waves, behavior itself. And from what I can tell you here, take a closer look. Looking at the pivots, look how close they are to the lower section. They are very close to the lower section. When we want a pennant, well, we want it to be symmetrical. Okay, which would be something like this. Not something like this, or this, or this, but symmetrical. It's It's hard to do this right now, but I think you guys understand the difference between the symmetry and not symmetrical. This is very, very important because it highlights if one has the strength, the will, let's say the power, the momentum, and when one doesn't have it. Okay, so in my opinion, I talked about this, as some of you guys could read on X, that I think XRP can go down again to 286 and that Bitcoin can go down again to 95K. And why not to 95K, to 9K, forgive me. Why 95K? Because of the reading we can make based on the tools we have that others don't. So let me explain this to you. We have tools that show us things that the others can't see. So most of the times, and I completely understand this, people are not going to understand the things that I talk about because they don't have the same view that we have. And this is completely fine. I understand. And but trust me, these tools that we talk about, that sometimes I talk about with you guys, it is so important, it is so big, that it is fair to say that we transcended the way one can make technical analysis. Back in the day, years ago, I wrote on X, which was Twitter back in the day, that we were working to something that would change the way we make technical analysis. And I did it. Okay, I have more than 100 witnesses, the Champions Club members, that can confirm what I'm telling you right now. So 95K. People would be desperate, maybe people would be afraid. So 50% or so, 53, 54 right now are bearish, which that's what we want. The majority to be bearish. Remember the head and shoulders example. The market wants people to feel bearish to punish them because they're going to make multiple mistakes. And that's what the market wants right now. So the market is inviting us to participate in the market. But before the big one happens, they want as many mistakes as possible because it is going to be better for them and not for the public. Okay, so I closed my XRP long right here, which was around 320. Maybe some of you guys doesn't know what a long means. A long means that you are trading using future contracts. Okay, so it is not one who goes into exchange and buy spot physical coins and then are going to sell spot coins. By doing so, you have only one option. Okay, and that's not what professional traders do. So basically, what I'm waiting is another opportunity. Oh, and by the way, I didn't have to close my longs because I longed XRP around here, 2.27 or so, and I had 4 out of 8 moves here, okay, which was 50% of my capital. And up here, on the way up here and inside here, I closed one XLM long, which was worth half my capital, which was the another set of 4. And so I started to add on XRP 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But then, and this was before the ETF news. And so I sent a tweet on X with DiCaprio. That's very funny because I saw a movement, volatility, but then it faded because the news about ETFs had no impact in the market. And that for me was a, hold on, there is something wrong here in the short term. And so that's why I think that right now we are going down instead of going up now. Okay, and going down right now, so right now or tomorrow, whatever, it's not bad. Okay, so we can see that XRP has this working range. Let's take a look from 3.40 to 2.80. So that's a perfect 6 cents range. Okay, this range can be consolidation, can be development, can be enough time for the market, for XRP to correct itself based on the market desires, when it is going to break things, when we go up, so on and on. So the first question is this working range enough for all this time that we are talking about? I don't know. We are going to figure this out very soon. But one thing I'm going to tell you, the next move, it is going to give us a much, much better idea on what's happening right now than the behavior that we have today. And it is also fair to say that people are going to freak out no matter what. And we can expect the number of people who are bearish to jump from 50, 52, or 53 to 55, even 60%. Okay? So, I'm not looking to try to catch falling knives. So for example, I am going to long XRP at 286, maybe, and this is going to be based on Bitcoin target. So I am almost 100% sure about Bitcoin, but I'm not again about XRP. Why? XRP has this momentum and strength that changed from where from the way things were happening before the 50 cents break, the breakup. So the first question right now is XRP going to behave well in a way that we can reach 286, for example, or 285 or 284? 285 or 290 would be way better. So where XRP will be when Bitcoin reaches 95K. If I'm right, if this happens, okay? Again, I'm not 100% sure. We have structures that are only 50% developed. So it's almost a coin flip. So I'm playing by my, let's say, from the things that I remember, the market structures, breaking chances, odds, and as I mentioned before, I'm doing this full time since 2017, which is more than 70,000 hours. Okay, so Bitcoin to 95K, where XRP will be. So if Bitcoin reaches 95K, probably can go a bit below. So let's say 94,600, 93,400, it is going to be close to 95K. Okay, look at 95K as an important level. Okay, so where XRP will be. If XRP is above 280, again, 85, 86, 84, 90, I'm looking too long. Okay, so that's it, the correlation. Now Ethereum, what we can see on Ethereum, so all of them are on the daily, less XRP. So the Dow Jones daily, Bitcoin daily, Ethereum daily, XRP on the 4. Why on the 4? Because it is so small that if I use it the daily, you won't be able to see it properly. So that's why I use the 4 hours time frame. So in other words, XRP is going to move faster compared with the ones on the daily. So you are going to see a divergence on behavior based on time. So for a more accurate analysis, you always want to use all of them in the same time frame. Okay, so Ethereum, we have a inverted head and shoulders. Yes, we have it. It's beautiful. It's perfect. So right now we are ahead of the 50% development on Ethereum, but it doesn't mean Ethereum it's done. Okay, so for example here we have descending structure on the right shoulder, which means right here. Oh, just a second, forgive me, please forgive me. Yes, now you guys can see, please forgive me. Okay, so how many set of pivots we have here that are crystal clear? We have only two. Here and here, here and here. So does it mean that it is enough? No, it doesn't. It's any sort of reason to expect a new low here on this structure right here? I don't think so. So Ethereum could end up with a higher low based on Bitcoin target, or even a break here, which wouldn't be bearish at all, as you guys can see right here. So this, in other words, would be the development of the right shoulder. Okay. If I'm not wrong, the target is $7,600 on the break of this structure, which it is going to happen soon, but not today. Just a moment. So this is on the daily, right? So give me a second here. What time frames we have ahead? So we have March, April, and May. So let's go for, no, it has to be inside April. So we have enough room here for this bullish development. Yes, we have. And then there is this question. Are we going, so we do know the direction. So just a second, folks. So we do know the direction. Okay. We have an idea, we know the direction. We have an idea about time. And so we are one, not only one, but two steps ahead. Now we are trying to figure out the third, which is, after this move plays out, are we going to see a correction for a period of time, or we are going to see more development before a correction? So what are the chances that we can enter April and May without a correction? What are the odds? It is complicated to say. I like to base myself on the experience that I have. And so for example, Ethereum break bullish on these inverted head and shoulders, which everything else will be moving as well. And bang, $7,600. What are the chances that another leg up? I think it's highly small, the chances. Okay. But in the other hand, instead of happening from 0 to the midway to the top, it can happen in 5 steps. And then maybe we could have where we are today to the next step. So let's use Ethereum as a quick reference. Where we are, 7,600, April, May, consolidation, correction, then up another leg. Maybe 1, 2, 3 months, consolidation, correction, before the final run. So understand this. A macro correction can happen in a period of, let's say, 5-6 months. So 0, the midway, top, 6 months in between. Or up 2 months correction, up another 2 or 3 or 4 months correction, and then up to the end, making 2 and 4 6, or 4 and 2 6, or 3 and 3 6. Could even be more. I'm just giving you a parameter for you to base yourself. Okay, so what we do know, it's that it is not going to be bigger. It usually gets smaller, like a rising wedge, because volatility start to decrease. That's how we start to see closing, tightening, ascending structures. Okay, so just a idea for you guys to base yourself. Right now, take a look. The moment I'm recording, where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin is right here. Nope, right here. Let's go to the 4 hours just for you guys to have a quick look. Please forgive me, folks. So here we could have the same example as XRP. Right now it's not looking good. I'm glad I recorded before if I am right about this one. So it's in the same range. So we go for this one right here. So this, folks, it is not a triangle in any shape or form. And even if we try, we are not going to be able to do it. I'm going to show to you right now. That's why I tell you, gross lines or gross patterns are most of the time wrong. And if it is wrong, everything else will be. It seems I don't need glasses anymore, but age is striking me. So I'm really considering to go to get glasses, you know. So this is not a triangle. There is no way to make this happen. So that there is this pivot that is left behind, and it's a complete mess. Okay, and we can make a triangle out of it. But in the other hand, now let me show you. Let's use Bitcoin only as a reference. Okay. Now we want the weekly? No. We want the daily? Yes. That's what we want right now. So if I'm right, I don't know. Right now we don't know exactly how this is going to unfold. But if I am, we are going to end up with two perfect sets of pivots, which can be here or even this one. So if Bitcoin is to go to 95K, we would have a perfect set of pivots, a ascending triangle. The other one I can mention because it's our tool. But it will be looking fantastic. And what is the next thing that we can push our conclusions? It's time, right? So when we are making technical analysis, we want to figure out not only price, but time. So from here to here, we had 34 days. So we could expect for the next one less than 34 days. So what we do, we go into 34, we make a adjustment based on less. So let's go for less 4 days. So 23 to 19, that's last 4 days. This would take us to oh shit. Forgive me for cursing. Memories. This will take us to close to 2 days of the event that happened 5 years ago. If you guys remember the pandemic crash. And as you guys remember, I made this call on the second week, 13th of December 2019, and I was absolutely right. So that was the first major call that I made over these years. Okay, so in other words, this is what we probably would have, if I'm right. Would this be enough time for development? More than enough time, which means two things could happen. Bitcoin could even go below. This will change time, as you guys can see right here. But it wouldn't change the inevitable, which is the direction. The trend is bullish, development is bullish, the structure is bullish, fundamentals are bullish, everything is bullish. And I'm not only talking about Bitcoin, I'm talking about the whole crypto market. And XRP and all the others that are US based are in a much better shape and form and place than Bitcoin is right now. And Bitcoin is looking great. And also have this in mind, I don't have any problem with Bitcoin itself. The problem is with people behind Bitcoin, the ecosystem behind Bitcoin. They are the problem, not Bitcoin itself. Bitcoin is the victim here, okay? So, folks, it's a long video, but we had a lot of things to talk about and consider. And yeah, so what I want you guys to do right now is to observe how things are going to develop. Observe Dow Jones, very important. So Dow Jones, it is going to open in 5 hours and 30 minutes, if I'm not wrong. That's when the Forex will open, and then we will see how Dow Jones, we can see how Dow Jones will behave even before the opening in the United States. Yes, that's how we've been doing this for years, tracking Dow Jones. Okay, so guys, I believe this is it. I hope this video can help you guys, that it may clear some doubts or questions that you guys may have. And hold your head, cool off your jets, you know. It's a moment for us to be logical and not emotional. And by the end of the day, this is all about math and money. And it is going to win the one who makes less mistakes. That's the way. It is what it is, right? So yeah, so guys, thanks again, thanks for your time, thanks for your support. I appreciate all the kind messages. You guys are fantastic. And please, I will ask you guys again to subscribe, smash the like button, share with your friends, share with your neighbor, share with the dog, the parrot, the cat, you know, share with the family group, because we do know that we are not going to reach everybody, but we have to reach as many people as possible, because this way they can help us to not make mistakes that can be turned and became a burden. Okay, so thanks again, love you all. I see you guys soon. Stay safe and see ya.